roadies. So here's the thing. Quilt roadies means we're on the road. So now we're not. I wonder how boring this is going to get. I hope you all hang in there with me, but trying to be creative and not redundant and not boring is going to be a challenge, because you can only show so many things so many ways so many times. But we're going to give it our best shot and try to get through this together. So the first thing is, I got an email that the Stitch and Post here in Sisters is open in the morning in two ways. One is online orders that can be mailed to you, so you can order stuff and they'll ship it. And number two is you can you can order and they'll bring it out to your car, you know. Or if you're the only one, you can shop by yourself in the store. So they're trying to, in this way, be cognizant of social distancing and figure out ways for small businesses to survive. Likewise, the restaurants are doing takeout. Grocery stores are limiting the number of people that can come in. So when I got the email, I put an order in, and because at the end of the day, what I want is to know that my friends, my fellow stitchers, my favorite shops have survived all this. And I'm hoping that we can all do a little to help them along the way. So much has had to be canceled. All the classes, you know, and the doors are not opened to the public per se like regular shopping. So, but I did have a pile of mail that had accumulated from the time we left, just a little pile, and so they brought that to me, and all the way mail back from December. So I'm sorry that for those of you that sent me something, this is the first time you're getting to hear a thank you, but thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I wanted to share that with you, share it with you because it is amazing. I got this thank you card, and it is from the UK. You know, people are so talented. You know, nobody just does, I'm not sure there's such a thing as a quilter that only quilts. It seems like we are attracted to a lot of different things that are creative, whether it be cooking or baking, gardening, cross stitch, embroidery. You know, it's just such a wide variety. But this person sent me this card, and it says, to Anna and G, love all your Quilt Roadie shows, especially from the Bee Hive. Love from the UK. Many thanks, Linda. And let me tell you, from now on, for a bit of time, all the Quilt Roadie videos are going to be from the Bee Hive. Oh, I hope you don't get bored. But look at this card. Handmade card. That's a little quilt. It's actually a pieced little quilt. And then there's buttons and a tape measure. Is that not the cutest thing? That's going to be on display here in the Bee Hive because that is absolutely adorable. Thank you so much, Linda. And it did get to me. They're going to be giving me a mailbox at the Stitch and Post. And then I got a beautiful card. This is from Juliana. I love this card because my dad, when he was a kid, lived in Buffalo, New York. And this card is Buffalo Winter. Do you see the buffalo in the tree? Oh, yeah, that is great. And I love that there's so many quilters that are also cross-stitchers. Yeah, but get a load of this. Just be. I'm gonna be wearing those. Oh, and they feel kind of like they would be good winter socks because they're kind of padded almost. Primitives by Kathy. LOL, made you smile. Thank you so much, Juliana. And lastly, from the UK, Allison. This is, you know what's clever about this card is, I think this is a little badger. You don't see them too much, but look at how cute that is. It's got sparkles. I hope someday that you can come, and your maiden name is my maiden name. Well, I don't know if that's your maiden name. That's not your maiden name. That's your married name. Your married name is my maiden name. But look at this chart. Yeah, Queen Bee. Queen Bee. And this adorable tea towel. Oh, from her neck of the woods. Look at that. And I like those woolies here at the top. Made in the UK. It's like watercolor. It's the closest I'm going to get to owning a castle. So that is very pretty. Thank you so much, Allison. And I'm so sorry that it took me so long, but it was all just sitting there waiting for me to get back to the Bee Hive. So my drive-by shopping to the Stitching Post, when I went online to see what they had online, you know, it's a fraction of what's in the shop. That's true. But you can call. You can find out if they have something that you need, and most likely they do. But we have a new baby arriving in our family. Yes, a new baby. My grandson Silas is going to get a sibling. The world's going to change for him. But I saw this snuggle quilt online, and I thought, I need to make that. You know, it's during challenging times that you want to do that which makes you feel joyful, and thinking about a new baby just about makes me squeal. And when I saw this on their website, I knew that I was going to do it. And it came in a kit, and it came with the pattern. The only thing this kit doesn't have is the batting and the backing, and it's called Snuggle. And it's got like a mama bear and a baby bear hugging in the center of it. And so I just love that kit with the little animals. So that's going to be at the top of my list while I'm here in the Bee Hive. And then, you know, the unfortunate, it'll be probably no more than a couple weeks, I'd imagine, the stay in shelter place, but we have to pick up our mail. Our mail isn't delivered here. Unfortunately, our neighborhood doesn't get U.S. Postal Service delivery, and so we have to go out and get our mail. So when I do that, I am going to be mailing pillowcases to my grandchildren, because I thought, what better way to give them a little bit of love? Their world is changing. Oh, one of my cousins, she has a 9-year-old daughter whose birthday party got canceled because no one can come. And, you know, how do you explain that? I mean, you explain it to a 9-year-old, but it's no less painful for them. You know, they aren't adults, they're kids, you know, and so I thought, you know what I need to do is I need to make pillowcases for my grandchildren, so even though I'm not getting to see them on the schedule I want to, they'll get a little bit of love from me. So I bought these. I know I have a lot of fabric, but I wanted to get something fun, and so I bought these 3 pillowcase kits from the Stitch and Post, and one has it's a print that has little hedgehogs and garden party and you're invited, and you know, it's just an adorable little, and it has, you know, the casing, the case, the you know, the top part and the trim. You know what I'm trying to say. And it's for a standard. And then I just thought this was gorgeous. You know, whales. So I got that kit. And then this one is skiers, all kinds of snow animals, skiing and ice skating. So I figured I'm going to be, you're going to be watching me make pillowcases again. We'll have to do that one day. And I also saw this pattern called 5 Stars. It's by Hunter's Design Studio, and it's a dramatic modern nested star pattern. And I just thought it was a really interesting pattern, you know, and so I got that. It's a star and a star and a star. So, but look at those cutting instructions. Holy moly. This will be challenging. And the last thing I got was this panel, and it's because it was Oregon. And isn't that pretty? Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I thought it was pretty. I wanted to support my local quilt shop and help them out, make sure that they're still there when I get to go in anytime I want. And so know that, you know, you can do that with, well, I don't know if your local shop has the same type of setup, but you can do that, or you can order from the Stitch and Post, which is an awesome little shop. So I did say that the next big quilt that I'm going to work on was my cousin's t-shirt quilt. And after I washed those t-shirts, and I realized how many t-shirts they were. Now, I hesitate to say he was a t-shirt hoarder, but what I will say is that boy ran a whole lot of races. Holy moly, I mean, this is, I washed, this is like so heavy. And so now they're all washed and dried, and my next step will be to organize them somewhat. You know, famous last words, I don't care how hot it is, I can eat it. But this is not a racing t-shirt. This is a foodie t-shirt. And it looks like he painted in it too, because he's got paint all over it. I think what I'm going to do, because, you know, I don't know how long this will last, but I'm going to end up quilting a whole lot of stuff myself. I can't get to my long arm quilter. So, I think what I'm going to do is make 3 lap quilts out of these. Let's see, The Great Race 2002. Oh man, he's old. He was racing in 2002. Oh, it's only 4 miles. 4 miles. Luckily, he doesn't watch this. Or I'd be hearing about it, let me tell you. Oh, yeah. Wharf to wharf race. Yeah, some of these shirts, man, someone took a bite out of that one. So what I plan on doing is maybe making 3 lap quilts. He has 3 daughters, so, you know, they can all fight over them. And I think I'll have more than enough shirts to do that. So tomorrow I think I'll start planning that out, and I'll take you along on that video. T-shirts, t-shirt quilts are not difficult, but they do take a certain, you do them in a certain way so that it isn't difficult, if I can hint at that. So we will be making, those of you who are interested, will be making a t-shirt quilt. And it has a design element to it because the shirts by themselves are not going to all be like 10-inch blocks. They're going to be weird sizes. And so you're going to have to do filler pieced blocks or filler sashing. And so I'll make that decision as we come to that. But for those of you that are interested, we'll start that tomorrow and see how it goes. I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to see what he's up to with all these shirts because, man, there's just a pile of them. What is this one? Parents, families, and friends of lesbians and gays. The flag race. Free at last. Thank you to our many generous sponsors. Oh, look at how pretty that is. Now see, that'll be, he's got such a variety of quilts, t-shirts in here. He has run to the far side. The California Academy of Sciences presents. Well, he's got 2 teenage girls and a preteen. They're going to be fighting over which one they want, I am sure. So we'll see you again as we make our way through the t-shirt quilts. Oh, I wanted to share one more thing with you. I had my first telemedicine appointment. It was quite interesting. So I got a text from my doctor because they don't want you to come into the office for well checks, but you have to have well checks to renew your prescriptions and to, once a year. And so I had an appointment scheduled, and it came through text message, and I said yes to the appointment and yes to the video and audio. And then I could see my doctor, and my doctor could see me, and we talked about the state of my health. And And anything that is non-emergent is now going to be done in this way until, because I certainly don't want to go to the doctor's office. And it was quite easy, and I liked it. I liked it. Now I know it has its limitations, but there's something also great about it. So I just wanted to let you know that I did do that, and it turned out really good. I'm glad I did it, and I feel more comfortable now knowing that I am going to get my medications. With that, now I say goodbye. Goodbye until we see you again next time. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay sane.
Thanks for watching.
And be sure to like and subscribe on Quilt Roadies.